back to the Handy Outdoorsman. Bo and I are up at the property today to just do a couple of things that we were wanting to get done. We met a logger here earlier today, and as you can tell by the yellow marks on the trees, I've marked off the trees that I want removed. He actually stopped by as I was cutting down the stumps that you see here and asked me if I wanted to get rid of these trees, and for most of them I'm not going to be using them for the log cabin, so I said sure. So it worked out well. He needed some trees, I needed them removed, so I've marked out the ones that he's going to come in here and remove. So I came up here today, met with him, we marked out the trees, so that's great. The surveyor was up here a couple of days ago, but we have the property clearly staked and marked, and so I'm up here today as well to put in some metal fence post versus the wooden stakes, just so that we know they're going to last a little bit longer than what they put in. Though they'll last a couple of years what they have, but just wanted to go ahead and put in some permanent ones. In addition to that, we're going to put in the well for the season. Here it is, Memorial Day weekend, and we know we won't be hopefully getting any more freezing nights. It might get cold, but not freezing. So Bo and I are here to put the well in, meet with a logger, change out some survey stakes. So just a nice leisurely day. As you can tell, everything's starting to bloom and blossom, and we were able to come up a little while ago, a couple weekends ago, and we cleaned up the fire pit area, got that all nice and cleaned up and got rid of all the debris that was over there. Got plenty of logs for future fires, that's great. And you may see the orange tape over there in the distance, and what that is I just wanted to make sure the logger didn't go beyond what we had agreed upon for him to area to take the trees out. So that orange tape is just to kind of keep him honest, you know. But yeah, gorgeous day here. Bo's getting his exercise, and like I said, we're gonna put the well in for this time this year. And last year I ended up putting a foot valve at the end of the pipe so that the well would always stay primed. So I added that on here just a moment ago. It's probably when I realized I should have picked up the camera. So I have a foot valve on there, and I've got about 20 feet of pipe here, and the well is about 25 feet. So we should be doing well as far as water goes. I did put it in, and I've got over 20 feet of water in the pipe. So water table's kind of high right now. So let me go ahead and get the well in, get that primed, and let's just make sure that she's going to pump the way I want it to. Okay, she's primed, and I'm getting plenty of cold water out of it, so the well is operational for the summer, so that's good. So now I'll just need to bring up just a little bit of the water there to prime it, just to loosen the leather, not necessarily to prime it from pulling water in it and creating the suction. I just need to wet the leather every time I go to use it after it's been sitting for a week or two. So that's good, so that's in. So now we'll head to the back of the property and put in a couple of metal stakes where the surveyor marked the property going to the state land is 4-foot metal fence stakes, and we're going to be taking up we're actually pounding these next to the surveyor's stakes when we go to the back of the property here where we mark it against the state land. So I've got a couple of dozen of these 4-foot stakes and a pounder to pound them in. I'm not sure what that device is called, but you basically put it over the pole and kind of drop it on there. The weight of it itself pounds it into the ground versus carrying a hammer and a block of wood. So since I had a couple dozen of these to put in, I went ahead and bought the right tool for the right job. So again, I got some stakes here. I got more in the back of the truck. So Bo and I are going to walk out to the back of the property and put these in. So here we are at the back of the property. You can see the surveyor stake is there, and they go straight down quite a ways. And then just 2 or 3 stakes down is the end of the property that butts up to the neighboring 80. So everything you see over in this direction is my son's property, and everything you see over in this direction is state land. So, but we're going to head and put some fence posts in here because we know that these stakes will eventually rot, and we were just wanting to get on top of it before it got too bad or before they started rotting. Even though they were just put in, we probably got a couple of years, but just wanted to make sure that we're on top of what we need to do. Alright, well, let me get to putting in some stakes. As you can see, the fence post fits right inside of the stake that the surveyor put in. So the game plan is that we would go ahead and put the fence post on the front side of the surveyor's stake, and then we'll get a piece of wire and wrap around that so that we know that the fence post and the stake are right on top of each other, and that is where the property line is. So that fits up pretty well. So I'll go ahead and mark those out, and then we'll work our way down that way. To be expected, I guess. Come on, Bo. To be expected. But we've got it staked off now. So we got it all cleared on their side, and they just threw it all over here. But we'll come through and clean this up. Got a trail right through here. Clean this up and burn it. Got some junk tires. As you can see here, all this debris. They've got their yard looking nice and pretty. Can't say manicured. It's definitely not manicured, but they're trying to keep it look nice, and they throw everything over on this side. It's okay. We'll take care of that. So they've got the fence actually extending past theirs. Here's where that orange stake is the corner of our property with this one here. And you see how they have a trail going all the way up? That's what I'd like to cut. And this going this way is just a nice trail like that. This way, Bo. Through and put these orange stakes where I ran out of the metal stakes in between the Surveyor stakes. So I'll come back and replace these in a little bit with metal stakes. Sure if it was ours or not. Looks like a trail that might go this way. Comes in through here. So we'll see where this goes. Here's a trail here that actually goes into the middle of my son's property, so I know where this trail is and where it comes out. And then up here is the property line. So we kind of thought this was it for sure. So we were just wanting to make sure. You can see straight down and then straight that way. But yeah, it's been a busy day. Paul and I are just coming back through one last time and looking at the work that these guys did. So they pretty much just, they cut a trail all the way through, so we're able to at least see the flags, be able to walk the trail, and come all the way through. So yeah, it worked out pretty well. They did a great job. All right, we're going to walk this one more time just to get ourselves familiar with the back of the property, where it officially is versus where we thought it was. But I think this will be a good time to end the video. So I thank you for joining me today in coming back up to the property and getting a few things done. As always, I hope you enjoyed the adventure as much as I do. So as always, thank you for joining. Take care and God bless.